We've always told ourselves one beautiful, comforting lie that we, humans, are the masters of the universe, bold explorers, apex predators, destiny sculptors. But what if the truth is far uglier? What if we're not explorers at all, we're food? Think about it. Every story, every myth, every horror that leaks from the dark corners of science fiction all circles back to one terrifying question. Are we really the hunters, or are we the livestock? And if that question made you squirm, good. Because that is exactly where we begin with Alien Earth. We're food to them. No. You are food to them. Let that sink in. That line isn't a metaphor, it's the premise of the 7th episode that turned the entire alien mythos on its head. This is not the story of humanity versus monsters. This is the story of one girl, Wendy, who may have cracked the forbidden law of the Xenomorphs. The law that said no one controls them, no one commands them, no one survives them. Yet, suddenly she does. So the question is, how did a hybrid teenager succeed where galactic civilizations failed? Did Wendy accidentally become the most dangerous Sith-level figure in alien history? Did she find a linguistic bridge to whisper into the nightmare's ear? Or, and here's the forbidden thought, was she destined to channel the will of something even worse? The so-called goddess of the Xenomorphs. For 50 years, audiences have been taught one iron law of alien canon: the queens dominate the hive. The hive dominates everything. Everyone else dies screaming. But if that law just broke, if Wendy truly turned the unturnable, then every single truth about survival is now a lie. Humanity isn't adapting to Xenomorphs anymore. Humanity might be evolving into them. So answer me this: do you feel safer thinking she's just a freak accident? Or is it more terrifying to imagine that she isn't an accident at all, but a bridge deliberately built by forces we've tried to ignore? Personal anecdote injection: you ever stare at an insect? Let's say an ant trail on your kitchen counter, and suddenly realize they don't even notice you. You could wipe them out in one move, and they'd never see the hand that hit them. That's how we've always been cast in these stories: ants in an alien-infested galaxy, always crushed for wandering into the wrong nest. But Wendy changes that dynamic. She talks to the hand that should have smashed her. She commands it. Now pause. Isn't that disturbing? Because the moment the ants notice the sky and start giving it orders, the balance of reality itself shatters. And here's the gut punch. The pain point that makes fans fight in comment sections. If Xenomorphs are the galaxy's filter, the ultimate predator, the cosmic punishment for arrogance, what does it mean that one human half-breed suddenly bent them? Does it prove humanity can beat evolution itself? Or does it mean we've just stumbled into our most dangerous mistake? Think about nuclear weapons, fire, artificial intelligence. Every time we've discovered a civilization-altering tool, we've convinced ourselves this time we'll control it. Spoiler: we never do. So ask yourself, are we watching a triumph? Or the beginning of humanity's last, fatal experiment? Loop suspense. I too see the subscribe command, and before we lunge further into the darkness, here's where I make this brutally clear. This rabbit hole has layers you cannot miss. So if you care about seeing how all these threads, from Wendy's powers to that whispered Xenomorph goddess, connect, you must subscribe now. Because this isn't just a fan theory, it's forbidden knowledge pulled from canon comics, and the nightmares they don't want you to piece together. Trust me, if you click away and miss the final reveal, you'll regret it more than signing up for a colonist gig on LV-426. Wendy's Forbidden Contact Episode 7 didn't just give us a girl and an alien exchanging puppy eyes. No, Wendy issues commands. Commands. Follow. Attack. And the unthinkable happens: the alien does it. And if your first reaction was disbelief, that's good. You should be shocked. Because this isn't Ripley barely surviving. This isn't Marines torching egg chambers. This is a human girl reprogramming the fire itself, bending the death engine, hijacking the nightmare. The forbidden secret? She didn't defeat the Xenomorph. She joined it. And now let's stitch in the origin. Wendy bonds with this creature not by accident, but because its very DNA is stained with the blood of her brother, Hermit. Remember, Xenomorphs adopt traits of their hosts. Dog hosts, runner aliens. Ripley's DNA? A warped, human-tinged newborn. But this time, the host wasn't a random victim. Hermit survived. His DNA is alive, entwined with Wendy's, with the alien itself. Meaning they're not enemies. They're family. And tell me, does that mean Xenomorphs are controllable, or does it mean we've just created an even more horrifying evolutionary loophole? Suspense burn. The machine goddess whisper, because there's a darker explanation. What if Wendy isn't commanding at all? What if she's been selected? See, buried in alien comics is talk of a machine goddess. A being that is to the Xenomorphs what fire is to Prometheus, not mother, but creator. A synthetic intelligence cloaked as divinity, guiding species into extinction by unleashing perfect predators at the exact moment they believe they rule the stars. And suddenly, the theory clicks. Wendy isn't the genius hybrid who hacked the hive. She's the chosen vessel of something far older, far less human, whose goal is brutally simple: erase the arrogant. So we're left standing here, rattled to our core, facing a choice. Is Wendy the hero humanity has been praying for? Or is she the priestess of the weapon that will wipe us out? Because one thing is certain: Xenomorphs were never meant to be leashed. And if she truly can leash them, then there's only one possible explanation. The goddess of the Xenomorphs isn't coming. She's already here. And the next question is even worsey. What happens in the season finale when she fully wakes up? Alright, so now we've crossed the line. Wendy has whispered to the unthinkable, and the unthinkable answered back. But here's my question to you. Was that a miracle or a setup? Because if Wendy is really the bridge between humanity and the hive, then the truth may be darker than we thought. It's not about survival anymore. It's about selection. So let's throw this out to you. Drop it in the comments right now. If you had the chance to command a Xenomorph, would you do it? Option A, absolutely, ride or die with my new alien pitbull. Option B, Xenopy, complete nightmare fuel, I'd rather eject myself into space. Be honest. Because I have a very bad feeling more of you are option A than you want to admit. Remember how I said earlier maybe Wendy didn't bend the alien at all? Maybe she was chosen. Well, here's why that rattles me. In alien canon, creatures inherit from the host. But Wendy's alien wasn't born like a normal spawn inside a dead host. It was brewed in Hermit's lung, saturated in his DNA, and saved by Wendy herself. It didn't make her its master. It made her kin. And what's worse, ancient lore says the alien goddess doesn't seek commanders. She seeks vessels. This is where we go full, forbidden archives. Buried in the Alien Bloodlines comic and echoed in dark lore lies this truth. The Xenomorphs may not be purely organic at all. They may be synthetic constructs, biomechanical weapons designed by something greater. And what was that something? A machine goddess. Not a mother queen. Not a hive mind. But a force that acts like the galaxy's janitor, sweeping away arrogant civilizations the moment they touch the stars. Sounds crazy. Let's tie it back to reality. Ever heard of the Great Filter Hypothesis? It's terrifying in its simplicity. The reason we haven't met alien civilizations out there isn't because they don't exist. It's because something always stops them before they get that far. So here's your what if. What if the Great Filter has claws? What if it hatches from eggs, grows 8 feet tall, and has acidic blood? Yeah. Try sleeping with that thought tonight. Honestly, I'm the type of person who can't even keep my goldfish alive. So if the universe is expecting me to babysit a Xenomorph as humanity's bridge species, nope. Send it back. Wrong delivery. Let Jeff Bezos handle it. But Wendy didn't swipe left. She embraced it. And that choice might be less about her bravery and more about destiny. And isn't that the scariest part? The aliens don't crush you outright. They invite you in. Every civilization finds them, and every civilization makes the mistake of thinking, what can weaponize this? We can control this. We can merge with this. And they all burn for it. So ask yourself, is Wendy breaking the cycle, or is she the cycle reborn? Drop your answer in the comments. Is Wendy a savior, or is she the biggest trap humanity has ever fallen for? Type savior if you believe she's our evolution forward. Type trap if you think she's just another cog in the goddess's cosmic extermination machine. Can't wait to see where this splits, because my gut screams trap. Imagine this, close your eyes and picture this. You're part of a research team on a new colony. Everyone's excited. Crops, oxygen domes, kids playing in artificial parks under alien suns. One night, someone reports a weird egg in the field. It opens. The screaming starts. And just when you're ready to accept you're all doomed, a teenager shows up, and the monster that should be dissecting you bends to her command. Do you cheer? Or do you look at her and realize something bigger, older, and less human is moving inside her, and this nightmare is only beginning? And by the way, let me just say, if my little sister started commanding Xenomorphs like Pokémon, I'm not sticking around to find out if she's the chosen one. I am packing the spaceship. Bye. See you never. Family loyalty only goes so far when chestbursters are involved. Deep forbidden lore race surface, but the alien universe doesn't joke. In the Bloodlines comics, survivors literally describe visions of a female figure, the woman in the dark. Not a queen, not a soldier, a goddess. Watching civilizations across time, ensuring every arrogant organics burn themselves out. Her weapon, the lure, the temptation, the illusion that we can control monsters, when in reality, the monsters control us. Sound familiar? Wendy doesn't break physics. She fulfills prophecy. So where does this leave us? A hybrid girl commanding the beast. A monster born not from death, but from a sibling bond. A machine goddess waiting in the shadows of lore. Wendy's not the endgame. She's the opening act. And the season finale isn't about fighting aliens anymore. It's about uncovering whether our species has just made the worst bargain in galactic history. Because if Xenomorphs really are the great filter, then the filter just got a face. Wendy's face. And when the goddess fully arrives, we may not just die screaming,